Hi guys, good evening. I've just decided to tap on here and speak about something that happened to us last night, me and my daughter. Um, and I want you to tell me what you would have done in this situation. Now, before I get into what happened, I'm going to talk about a little bit about the crime rate in Peel region, especially in Brampton. Brampton and Mississauga, crime has risen over 40% since COVID. It is a disaster. And the type of crimes is assault, mischief of property, vehicle theft, cybercrime, assault. There's a TikToker he goes by the name of Mario Fort the North. He make a TikTok video speaking about the crime rate in Brampton and Mississauga. In his video, he called Brampton a butthole. He also said that Brampton is a failure and a disaster. Now, with that said, I'm going to talk a little bit about what happened to me and my daughter last night. So, we were home. My daughter was upstairs in her room sleeping. I was downstairs watching a movie because I cannot sleep. So around 3:30 in the morning, I hear this loud bang coming from the door, the front door. Bang, 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 bang. Oh my God, it was so loud. We got scared. I jump up. My daughter ran from upstairs. And we have a camera downstairs which is attached close to the door, so we could look at the camera to see who was there. When we look at the camera, there was a policeman, a white policeman. He was wearing police clothes. He has a gun. So anyway, I decided to go to the window to peek and to find out what he wanted. So anyway, me and my daughter went to the window. We peek out. Just as we peek out, the officer said, open the door, open the door. So I got scared and I said, no, I can't believe it. We just come here to peek to see who was at the door, and this strange man who is wearing a police uniform told us to open the door. So my daughter came down and said, Mom, open the door, open the door. There's a police officer. I said, you know what? We live in the region of Peel, and I am not going to open my door. Under my dead body would I open this door, because it was so scary, and it was 3:30 in the morning. Now anyway, I was trying to communicate with the cop through the window because I decided I'm not going to open the door because I don't know if it's a real cop, right? Because I've heard of incident where people dressed up as police in police clothes and go and kill somebody or assault or mischief of property. So I've decided not to open the door. But anyway, I was at the window and I pulled the curtain up a little bit, and the police guy looked at me and I said, what do you want? He could hardly hear me. I said, what do you want? He says, open the door, open the door. I said, no, I am not opening the door. I am sorry. I'm not going to open the door. It's just two ladies in the house right now, me and my daughter, and I'm not going to open the door because I was very scared. Anyway, I was trying to communicate with him through the window and ask him what happened. So he was trying to tell me something. He said like he wants to go up. He pointed on the camera and said he wanted to go up and look at the camera. But anyway, I decided to call 911 out of curiosity. So he saw when I was dialing the number on the phone. So I dialed 911 because I wanted to see if there was something going on in the area, right? And if they were real police. So I called 911 and a lady answered the phone, and apparently she said that there was a kidnapping in my area. I gave her my street address and I told her that a policeman was outside and that they were asking me to open the door, and she said yes, there was a kidnapping in the area. She would not give me any more information. I asked her what was going on. She said she cannot tell me, because of private reason, and that yes, they were a real cop. Now I came back and peek at that time when I was talking to the 911 operator. I closed the blind and I came back and I peeped outside and I saw when the police walked off. He walked to the car. There was a car. I didn't notice at first that there was a police car out there, but there was a car out there, and I saw another black person who looks like a police officer. He was wearing police clothes. They get into a car, which they went get into a police car and they drove off. Now, with that said, I don't know. I mean, what would you have done if you were in this situation? What would you have done? I mean, my heart goes out for the person who was kidnapped, but because of the crime rate and the sort of crimes that is happening in Peel region, I decided that I am not going to open my door for anybody, even if he's in a cop uniform. I am not going to take that chance with my life. So we have decided not to open the door. I'm so sorry. I am apologizing to the Peel Region Police, but as you can understand, my reason for not opening my door at 3:30, it was like 3:30 to 3:45 in the morning. So I do apologize to the Peel Region Police. I hope that you guys did solve the crime or find the person who was involved with this kidnapping. My girlfriend said she saw it on the news, so it was real. But with that said, guys, what would you have done? Would you have opened your door at 3:30 a.m. in the morning as a lady with her daughter, living scared? I was so scared. I was scared out of my life. They almost give me a heart attack the way I was scared, because I'm thinking, who could be at the door this time of the morning? Who could be at my door? And then I went there and I saw this man, tall man in his uniform with a gun, at his side. Anyway, I forget. I asked him to show me his badge when I was talking to him through the window. I asked him and he showed me his badge, which was okay, but I wasn't still gonna open the door. I wasn't, this because I watch the news all the time and I read about all the crimes that is happening in the Peel region, and there's no way in hell you are going to get me open my door at 3:30, 3:45 in the morning from a banging at the door, someone wearing a police uniform. It could have been anyone. It could have been anyone. I mean, if it was 5 years ago, maybe I would have opened my door. If it was 5 years ago, but now it's 2025 and crime rate has risen in Peel region. Lots of home invasion, assault, mischief of property, and I do apologize to the Peel region police. I'm so sorry, I'm sorry that I couldn't help you. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave a video after my video so you guys can watch this guy. His name is Mario Fort de North, or For the North, Mario 4THE North. He has a video talking about crime in Peel region, especially in Brampton and Mississauga. He's called it a disaster and a failure, and he also said that Brampton is a butthole. That's how bad it is, right? So think about it. He also showed a map with the crime area where all the crimes are happening in Brampton and Mississauga. And it's a lot. It's very scary to see. 5 years ago, we have a normal city. Our lives were normal, you know, and it get to a point where I'm sorry, but it get to a point where I was so scared to open my front door to the police, officer, and I felt so bad that I could not open my front door to a police officer who was doing his duty, who was trying to find a kidnapped person. This is how our city gets bad. This is how our city is now from 2024 to 2025. Well, we're just in 2025, so I would say from 2023 to 2024, crime has risen in the area where I live, and it's very, very scary, and it is so sad. And I do apologize to the Peel Region Police, but I was scared, and I didn't know if you were a real police. I didn't saw the cop car until later on, and after I called the 911 operator to find out if, you know, he was telling the truth and if he was a real police officer. Now the 911 operator said yes, he was telling the truth and he was a police officer, and that if it was in the daytime, afternoon, I would have opened it. But me and my daughter were the only ones there at home, and it was very scary. With that said, guys, watch the video that is coming up after my video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.
I'm officially designating Brampton as Canada's butthole. A total of 10 suspects were charged after police found 3 kidnapping victims inside the Brampton home. Now I'm going to take a look at the Brampton map courtesy of the Peel Regional Police, who are doing a fine job, no thanks to the Liberal government. Now this is Brampton. This is their crime map. This is what it looks like. The 10 people that were charged live in this area, and look at all that crime, from fraud to all these vehicle thefts. This is the safer part of Brampton, because when you zoom out, this is what it all, look at this all. Look, it's all scattered. You can't see anything. It is a complete and utter failure and a disaster. I'm 99.9% certain that it is the vehicle theft capital of Canada. Just in the past year, nearly 7,000 vehicles have been stolen. And it's not just vehicle theft, there's a lot of cybercrime and online fraud happening in this region as well. And everywhere where you see A, that's assault. The M, that's mischief of the property. Look at this mess. This is all Peel region. Brampton down to Mississauga, it's all become a disaster.